Emmanuel.
Emmanuel and Katrina. I want you to think about this in terms of like the old college professor who would get up, profess, teach, profess. Really, they call it professing because they never really taught as much as they professed, right? They would provide information and you went home and you learned it in a book, right? But they would show you a lot of information in that forum, and then they would craft their test. And as a student, you would be irate that the test never matched what the hell the professor was doing in the lecture hall. Has anybody ever experienced that?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So here's the other part. So that was where we go there. The other part is, for us, we have state standards, we have AP standards, we have SAT, ACT standards. If we don't get to the place where we really want to go, we'll never get there. Because if we never define what it really is and show what it really is and what kids will actually have to do to get there, then we'll never actually get there. Are you guys with me on this?
Yes.
And so this is actually about goal accomplishment more than it is even a DOL. It's actually teaching ourselves and our kids, create a standard, set a standard, know what it is, paint the picture, and then go after it and get it, right? Because this is even what happens with a lot of our kiddos, is they're like, well, I'll go to a community college, or I'll work for a little while. It's on the track to where I want to go, possibly, but they're not starting from there, right? Like, here's my standard. I'm going to get a 4-year degree, and I'm going to do this kind of job, and here's where the kind of life I'm going to live, and these are the things I'm going to have to go. So I want you to think about this more than and larger than, here's how we get scores. This is really a thought process on how we accomplish goals and objectives and reach the standards and the levels that we really want to accomplish. And this is the step process that we use to get there, right? This is a system to help us get to that place.
The goal is to create thinkers.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what jobs want. I tell my kids all the time.
Yes.
If you can think your way through a problem, they will want to keep you.
Excellent.
If you
Excellent.
can't think, they'll fire you.
Excellent, excellent point. And so as we're going through this process, the caveat I would like for you all to think about and put this lens on is just that. Is that what we really want to teach our kids is the thought process, right? The metacognition of thinking, asking yourself questions and then answering your own question. And asking a question and then answering your own question, right? It's like, I want to be a doctor. How do I become a doctor, right? I'm going to have to go to med school. How long is med school? 13 years from the time I start my undergrad all the way to the time I get my first paycheck, right? It's like, okay, how do I have to do that? So they keep coming back from it through a series of questions. You're just constantly asking yourself questions and then answering your own questions. And this helps us really dive into that process as teachers. And as we dive into it and practice it a whole lot more, it's going to be at the top of our brain. That way we can transfer it to our kiddos and remind them and coach them and question them to the same questions that our brain had to use to arrive at that answer. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's the lens I want you guys to go into this training with. And then just a little smile, just to make me feel good, because we're after school. I know it's a Thursday, we're close to Friday and things are going on, but I appreciate you all being here tonight. And the best part is diving into the work. That's where our brain is going to start hurting a little bit, and we're going to realize, okay, this is what we can do. But appreciate it, guys. Thank you.